I find the general landscape of Asym games to be interesting.
Okay.
It's a concept that's been regurgitated ad nauseum, always slightly different, yet they all fall into the same idea. I don't really have a thesis for this video. What is there to really say about this genre? There's nothing pretentious I can say about scary Roblox game where Jeff the kills you.
Okay. I need to stop you right fucking there right now, dude. What do you mean an Asym game is just where you run around and survive Jeff the Killer? What? Okay, let me explain to you what an Asym game actually is, because this guy's explanation sucks. A Roblox asymmetrical horror game, or an asymmetrical game, if you don't count like these games right here. But Roblox asymmetrical horror games are the most popular ones due to Forsaken's popularity growing around like 2025 to 2024 or something. And then every single game just decided to do the same formula of Forsaken. And basically, this is the circle of Asym games. First off, you got Sonic.exe Disaster, one of the first Asym games ever. Well, not exactly one of the first, it's actually second to Flee the Facility, as Sonic.exe Disaster was made inspired by Dead by Daylight, and so is Flee the Facility. But the only reason why Sonic.exe Disaster is different compared to every single other game is because it does not have any objectives at all. And it also uses Sega's IP, aka Sonic characters. But if you wanna go outside of Roblox, you can think of games like Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th. You know what I'm saying, right? And these games actually subject to the horror element, not some random game that references everything. But hey, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this rant why every single Roblox asymmetrical horror game sucks. Yeah, I hope this review is actually good and not some random complaints of having a skill issue. Yeah, I hope it's actually good.
This is the worst fucking game I've ever played.
Forsaken is a blight on this platform, and serves as the cause of the current landscape of Asym games on Roblox. If something is synonymous with the term, it was more than likely inspired by this hog shit. I need to make it clear, I am heavily biased. I hate this game. This video is entirely my own opinion, but
okay, having an opinion is fine, but it at least needs to be somewhat reasonable, okay? I'm totally not foreshadowing anything, right?
The gameplay loop is just Dead by Daylight but worse. Every map has around 5 generators for you to complete, featuring a recreation of the iconic Flow Free app. The issue is, doing it doesn't matter.
Let's just pretend I didn't hear that.
If you go out of your way to do the objective, it doesn't unlock a win condition.
No win condition while showing us a 1-minute mark after finishing a generator.
In practice, it doesn't do much when the killer adds time back to the round by doing their job and killing everyone.
What the fuck do you want the devs to do then, huh? Make the game more survivor-sided than it already is? The reason why the killer gets 30 seconds after killing somebody is to at least give them a chance to kill everybody before the time limit goes out. Because you wanna know why? It's because this game is supposed to be a competitive game with like actual teamwork. But the players you must see are probably dumbasses who don't know how to play the game yet.
The objective technically does something, but within the game, it's utterly pointless.
I don't get your logic. Does something, but is pointless. Like, what is this logic here? Can somebody tell me what is this logic?
The designs of certain characters were changed in an attempt to make them more unique or scarier, but in practice look like they were drawn by a 12-year-old on Tumblr. These are supposed to be the same character.
This is giving me that one Forsaken review is not that good vibe right there. Like, the one video where somebody reviews Forsaken and it's absolute dog shit. It feels like rage bait. Well, yeah, this is giving me those vibes. But hey, instead of Forsaken being the one reviewed, it's all the Asym games. Congratulations for at least trying to be unique. But still, you still piss me off. And I hope you never go online ever again.
outcome memories would have been here, but I refuse to play it again. I was right, the game is dead and it's never coming back. I am never wrong about anything. I am never wrong about anything. What do you even say about Pillar Chase 2?
It's a good and well-balanced game.
I'm being serious. What do you say about this game?
An asymmetrical horror game that has polishing and is super cool and fun.
It was the blueprint for a majority of today's asymmetrical horror game. I don't think actual fans of the Survivor gameplay exist. I refuse to believe otherwise.
Actually, Cloak plus Energy Burst is actually a really good combo. So technically you are wrong. So I am a big fan of the Survivor side. So you are obviously wrong.
You won't stand a chance. The only real way to survive a round is by sitting in the corner of a map and doing nothing. But even then, it probably won't work, because most of the killers have an indicator that lets them see you from across the map. And with the hitboxes pretty much being non-existent, if you get into a chase, don't bother trying to loop the killer. You will die no matter what. Survivors are given abilities you can buy, so there's technically something you can do even if you aren't the killer, but in practice it doesn't matter because the end is always the same. The game is simply not fun if you're not the broken character of the round.
Honestly, that's just a skill issue.
I still don't know what happened.
You died, you dumb shit.
The models look nice. Objectively, the game has polish to it, but correct me if I'm wrong in believing that Pillar Chase 2 just looks like a shitty Unity project.
You are wrong, you dumbass.
Doom by Fate. Doom by Fate.
The second worst Asym game compared to Bias.
I have nothing to say about Pwned by 14-0.
Me too, because the devs are assholes.
I'm not joking. This game is boring as fuck. The only reason I have it in the script is so this video shows up when you search for the game. It's the exact same as everything else, but you can jump. I lied about the definition of retro slop in the previous video. This is retro slop. It doesn't have a unique art style. It's just using old Roblox as a veneer of quality.
Okay, I may hate the game, but dang, I gotta tell you what retro slop actually is. Retro slop is a term that basically means that you're trying to embrace the retro, what is it called, genre, but you over-accessorize yourself. So, basically, you're just turning your avatar into slop that is retro. Yeah, that's basically the term. But, Pwned is not retro slop because it does not over-accessorize themselves. As you can see in one of the models, it's just a regular noob. And a regular noob is retro, but is it slop because it's over-accessorized? No, because it does not have any accessories besides a gravity coil. Wait, is it a gravity coil? I don't know. I don't even give a shit.
It's an Asym on Roblox with survivors and a killer, and it's so retro. Break In and Steal Things is a game with all style and no gameplay. That doesn't mean its art direction is good, but it's better than most. It has a style and it sticks to it. The UI elements are reminiscent of old Roblox and function like they should. And
Okay, so you called Pwned retro slop when Bias also does the same shit. They also have the same UI, and you say Bias does it better. This guy has the worst review ever.
also, I'm lying, the game doesn't stick to its style. It follows the tried and true. Add emotes referencing anything popular from the last 10 years, despite the fact the game is based on a version of Roblox in the early 2000s blueprint that everyone does for some reason.
So you want the game to be another version 1.0 Die of Death again? Okay, I see what you want. An Asym that is similar to Die of Death when it first released. Okay, I got you. Play game with killers. Let's see how much you will enjoy the stupid game then.
Die of Death is an odd one. The thing that makes it unique is instead of pre-assigned abilities, the game has a random deck mechanic before every round that gives you 2 random abilities for that match. It makes the game function almost like a roguelike. You don't know how the abilities work until you pick out a kit, so you end up spending the first hour or so trying out new abilities until you find a few you prefer over the rest. I don't believe Die of Death has an identity of its own. In comparison to Biased, if I showed you these two games side by side in the same aspect ratio, would you know that they are two different games by different people, or the same game at different points of development? They're both so retro. They are both asymmetrical horror games with big quotation marks around horror, the same gameplay loop, the exact same death screen. The only difference is one has an objective to complete and random items around the map, and the other is a roguelike with no purpose.
Did you know Bias actually is a Dodd wannabe? Yes, I'm dead serious. Biased is literally a Dodd wannabe. I am dead serious. When I first played it, I immediately thought of Die of Death, and when I saw the gameplay, I was disappointed. It was just another Die of Death copy, or a wannabe or something like that. It just, like, I'm so disappointed in a game. I genuinely immediately thought it was just a Dodd wannabe. So, next time, if you see a Biased gameplay, just remember Dodd came up first. I think. I don't know, I don't really check the dates.